Gotta love that intro. Hey everybody and welcome to my new Let's Play, Ratchet Clank 2 Going Commando. Or in Europe it's called Locked and Loaded. This is the second entry to the Ratchet Clank series. And this is the game I remember being so excited for after playing the first one. Basically, I'm a total sucker when it comes to the Ratchet Clank franchise. And this is like still one of the best games in the series. Even, once again, 19 years later. Yeah, can you believe these PS2 games are so ancient? We can now say they're over 20 years old. And even this one will soon be. Yeah, and the first one is soon going to be 20 years old in the November, I think. So the franchise has been around in gaming for a long time. It's still one of the best IPs that has long existed in the PlayStation era. Now, let's go and start the game. Oh man, do I have to delay one? Alright, just give me a few seconds. Okay, basically the one all the way down. And here we go.
Welcome back to Behind the Hero. Tonight's heroes are the duo who recently restored peace and order to our galaxy, Ratchet and Clank. So, gentlemen, tell us about your latest incredible adventures.
Well, as you can imagine, we've been pretty busy. After Drek's defeat, there were parades, press conferences, fancy dress balls.
And the wiener roast at Al's.
Oh yeah, that. And then things started to slow down a bit. After that, well...
There was the grand opening at Groovy Lube.
Right. I think that was last week.
6 months ago.
We're still pretty busy, but in a more, domestic sense.
Yesterday, I flushed out my radiator core.
I guess no one needs a hero right now.
Miss Littlebottom, I found our man. Welcome.
What the...
I'm Abercrombie Fizzwidget, founder of the Megacorp Company and the Bogon Galaxy.
Bogon?
I'm sorry to incapacitate you, but our entire galaxy is in a very precocious situation. I must humbly request your sustenance on a mission of dire urgitude, a mission of superfluous peril, a mission of unequivocal imperitude.
Did that make any sense?
So, you need me to go on a dangerous mission in another galaxy.
Indubitably! A few days ago, this top-secret biological experiment was stolen from our testing laboratory by this dupliferous criminal mastermind, and I need you to get the experiment back.
We'll do it!
We will?
Frank, I have precipitated your recalcitrance and have made special improvisations for you. We are prepared to give you a job as the head accountant for Megacorp, plus a penthouse suite in lovely Megapolis, and our state-of-the-art robotic masseuse.
Deal.
As for you, Ratchet, I'll need you in superlatory shape. While in transit to the Bogon Galaxy, you will undergo heavy training and conditioning, including martial arts, heavy weaponry, survival skills, stealth, macrame, ballroom dance, and origami.
Origami? Are you serious?
We've used bipolar vector regurgitation to track the thief's location to a flying base in Sector 7. Infiltrate the base and retrieve the experiment.
Sir, ready for launch.
Yo, I actually dig Ratchet and green. Yellow and green has a good mix, and I think it suits Ratchet pretty fine, but... Okay, enough about the dresses. Now we go to the planet, our first mission.
Ratchet reporting. I'm on final approach to coordinates 37 Alpha.
Good luck. I'm counting on you.
Affirmative. Beginning radio silence.
Whenever we see this cutscene, we always see that ship in the background, which I guess is where Ratchet is going to dive down and get the ship and fly out of there. And it's in plain sight. They never removed that. But here we are, the first level in Ratchet Clank 2, Planet Aranus. Really weird name choices, but hey, that's humor for you in Ratchet Clank. So what we do, we have to get the experiment from the thief. I know the whole story in this game. I'm not gonna tell you who the thief is. But this game here, the reason I say it's my most favorite, or maybe I did or not, or one of the best, is that I still think it has the best choice, the best selection of weapons to use, and I feel like most of these planets we go through are also really fun to explore. Many say that this is like the last Ratchet Clank game with some proper or meaningful platforming to do, with the blending of the weapons we get here. And I can see why, and I can see why so many people say it's one of the best. It has the mix of both. What am I saying? What are those? Oh, more robots. And there's the prototype. Mission accomplished. Or not.
I see it's time to update my security forces.
Whoa, no, hey, no, look, I'm just here to fix the transflexor coil.
Nice try. Give my regards to Megacorp. Finish him.
Gotta love that. Okay, keep shooting. Okay, mission failed. I have to try and get the experiment another day. Now let's get out of here quick. There's much more of them to come. But here is the background. Okay. Ah, nice sight. I was wondering why Ratchet even takes his helmet on when he's not in space, but that's probably because the air is too thin. So, I mean, we are above the mountains here, so I can definitely see why he takes them on.
Thugs for less. If it ain't broke, we'll break it.
Right. I'm in the market for some security.
You bring the cash, we'll bring the thrash.
Good. I need your best men to meet me at these coordinates.
If they're broke, we break them. Nice slogan. But those are thugs for less. Those are the ones who make these robots and even hide these gladiators we fight against sometimes. For some reason, the PS3 version doesn't allow us to switch on the subtitles, while in the Vita version that I have, we do. How come we can't use the subtitles? It never made sense to me, and it's specifically Ratchet Clank 2. It's not like I need it, but it's still a weird thing to not add. Maybe they couldn't add it, that's why it's totally disabled. But seriously, some people needs that. Alright, just gonna collect these bolts, and here we are. Ah, what a nice sight. Oh no, killer robots! What? And he's falling off. The wish button is always good when you need to save yourself. And we did. Well, the robot is dead. It doesn't matter. There's thousands of us. He doesn't matter. But we got out alive.
Ratchet checking in, sir.
Incredulous. I didn't expect to hear from you again, so soon.
There was a slight problem. The thief escaped with the experiment, and I have no idea where he was headed.
Not to worry. I just received an emission which may lubricate the matter.
Do you have any maps for this quadrant of the galaxy?
You bet, mister! We got galactic maps, 3D maps, fold-outs, cutouts, maps to the stars, and their homes.
Sorry about that. Oh, I forgot my wallet. Could you, take care of this?
Perimeter defenses deactivated.
You forgot your change.
I mean, with such a big button as this one, it is bound to get hit by something. But now we're at the next planet, Usla. There's a reason why it's called Usla. That's because it's full of it. But here is the vendor. Oh man, I don't have the money to pay for this. The chopper. Just 100 more, or let's see, 70 more. But this is our first, our real first planet. And this is here we go through 2 paths where you're able to get the new info on another planet. And we can get another gadget. Let's see, I can go up there, but nah, I think I'll just go. Because I have two good weapons here, the Lancer and the Gravity... Oh, what's it called again? The Gravity Bomb. And I'll say they're also a pretty good start too. Like, what I really like about this one in comparison to Ratchet Clank 1 is that you're able to level up your weapons. So it makes you really want to use all these weapons that you have or acquire, so that the others doesn't feel left behind or completely useless. Even though there are some weapons you probably wouldn't use at all in the future games. And I'll even say that Ratchet Clank 2 is the most influential game in the entire franchise because of the leveling system. Plus, even leveling up your health gauge. The more you fight, the more stamina you get, basically. Yeah, just bombing those gigantic snail things with crab hands. Okay, just gonna keep blasting. So even if you have your first weapons in a game, it may still be of use to you in the later games. Okay, most of them don't, like the Combustor and this Lancer here. But if you don't have... But if you're running out of ammos with your powerful weapons, at least you have this one in hand. So they are completely useless. Right now, I just keep using the Lancer instead of the Gravity Bomb. Aw man, we couldn't save him. Again. If you haven't noticed, this guy died like 3 times or something. And as a kid, I was really sad that I couldn't save him because he just keeps dying and I really didn't want that to happen. But then I see him in another path where I get that gadget. And I was like, what? How did you survive? But I think it's another employee. Alright, I beat him real quick. I mean, seriously, if you have a second game that is still cherished as one of the best, you know you've done a great job in Insomniac games. Basically, Insomniac games may be one of my most favorite game developers of all time, because they're able to... They never disappoint us when it comes to Ratchet Clank, I think. Okay, there's this reboot, but I still think it's really great. And we've got the Dynamo, which is able to... Oh, okay.
The dynamo activates machinery. Press circle to use the dynamo to zap that activator.
Damn it, woman, I want to do the explaining. So basically, activate anything that works as a mechanism. Yes, that's a short way of explaining things.
Thank you.
And here we are, the Megacorp store. Basically, you can shop anything with a bunch of monsters in the shop. But did you hear that all the security forces has been deactivated in that their commercial thing? Or no, I think it's the camera we saw. Security camera. Yeah, all that all things that was deactivated, it couldn't stop all these monsters from coming inside. So we have to do all the cleaning here. Booyah! That gone. No need to thank me. Alright, got him. Okay, let me see here. Yes. Okay, this Megazord store here seems to be shut down, but there must still be sign of thieves' whereabouts. Investigate the clue. Sometimes I just like to read all these missions here because sometimes they have some funny quirk here and there. And I have to say, this game looks really dreamy in 60 FPS. I did play the whole trilogy again on the Vita, and there it only runs at 30 FPS. So just looking at it in 60 is so satisfying. You know, just playing a game in 30 and then 60, it just looks so different. Okay, so we have to do this really basic fitness course, and that was it.
Ratchet, come in. Are you there?
Copy, Mr. Fizzwidget.
Listen, I have some new information on our experiment's wherewithal. The thief was indemnified at Megacorp's Mactar Resort. Also, the thugs have towed a moon-sized jamming array into Mactar Resort orbit.
Should I take it out?
A Formulus! It's disconfabulating our annual Galactic Gladiators broadcast. See for yourself.
Ask yourself, are you man enough, hero enough, insane enough to step into the ring with two of the fiercest warriors in the galaxy? If you answered yes, you're a big, fat liar. But that's okay, because Megacorp is bringing Galactic Gladiators into your home for a special Mega View event. First, it's survival of the fittest in our bio competition. Be there as Chainblade unleashes his fury on our gladiator guest contestants. Chainblade has gone undefeated in 500 straight matches, but if the bio division doesn't do it for you, our robotics division will. Taste the adrenaline as contestants face off against our four-armed bandit, the B2 Brawler. Brawler. No living creature is a match for this machine. Watch 6 tons of Carbonox alloy hunt for its prey. There's no consolation prize, cause this bad boy's programmed to show no mercy. So, what are you waiting for? Call now to bring Chainblade and the B2 Brawler into your living room. But put away the fine china. The Galactic Gladiators, only on Megaview. Call your provider now.
Chainblade, huh? I've got the coordinates. Ratchet out.
Chainblade. Mactar Resort, the very first arena battle in Ratchet Clank series. Okay, this game has influenced a lot in the series actually. The arena battles, the leveling up system, what else? And your health gauge.
Then press X to open the mission screen.
Okay, what else is there? There must be a lot more. All I can say is, this game has changed a lot for the series. Well, we have a foundation. The improvements of them all is the most important, I think. Yeah, okay, that's what I think. What do you think is something we have to think about the most? Is it the innovation? Okay, is it the improvements or the foundations? Because I think improvements is something to remember. If it has the most if it was the most influential, while it does improving, that's what I think it matters the most. While foundation is something we want to be happy with. You know, happy to exist and succeed. So I really do think 1 and 2 is a great game to remember, and the third one is, of course, is the game that has mastered all of that. Except for platforming, that is something it takes a lot. That is what it takes a backseat on. Man, the planet Uzla. This is the level we start with. In Ovalis, we're starting with a place that kind of resembles Earth, but here it's just swamps, filled with these alien monsters. Which I really like, because now we actually get something that is a little more alien-esque. What I remember in the first one, we're mostly fighting robots and some aliens. But here, we're getting a lot more here. Great start. Now we get these giant snails, but I don't know what those are supposed to be. The ones that are just puking. You know, those with the 3 eyes. Okay, just gonna shoot them more. Hey, how dare you? Ah yeah, the big flash. That's what happens when you get your health gauge maxed out. And that way you can even destroy everything that is on screen. Or at least close to Ratchet. Which is something that doesn't happen frequently anymore in the later games, which I wish it does, because it can be a lifesaver if you're in the middle of if you're surrounded by tons of enemies. But I guess it would be too overpowered. Anyways, here we are.
Welcome, welcome. If everyone could take their seats, we can proceed with today's demonstration. First, I'll need a volunteer. Anyone? Excellent. Your name, sir?
Ratchet.
And there you have it, the Megacorp tractor beam in action. Let's give it up for our volunteer. Sir, how about taking advantage of our show special?
Yeah, the tractor beam. Let me see here. This tractor beam may prove useful in the future, and the Megacorp employee here is offering a small discount. How can you pass that up? Yeah, okay, it's 1,000 is a small one, so thanks.
Thank you, sir. You won't be disappointed.
The tractor beam moves small and medium-sized objects which have glowing orange targets like these. Press circle to move those columns so you can scale the cliff.
Hey, that's my name. But you literally can't pass through this entire game without buying the tractor beam. It's one of those obligatory gadgets to use. Of course you have to get it. So we're just gonna move it here, and we're gonna take this one. But also in the second of the third game, you won't even be using the tractor beam that much. I believe that's until the planet Tordano where it really put some use into it. But that is it with the first part of Ratchet Clank 2, going Commando. Hope you've been enjoying my commentary so far, because there's going to be a lot more in the future. See you later in my Let's Play. Live Turbo out.